Well, it's currently halftime. A few games, few decent games on right now. Despite some of them, maybe looking like they're sort of blowouts or beginning to be blowouts. Some of some of them have been like actually somewhat decent to watch. But Clemson, I'm gonna try not to make like a 2 minute long version here of like shit on Clemson because I've already done that in the other halftime video. But Clemson, you're fucking terrible. You literally are Florida State this year. Florida State was pitiful. One of the most surprisingly dog shit teams last season. And Clemson's taking that title this year. They're just fucking horrendous. You know what? Y'all can call me a jackass for thinking Clemson's going to be something good this year. I will eat my crow. Go ahead and call me a jackass. I'll take it. I'm not going to, argue with you about it. I'm a jackass for thinking Clemson was going to be something special this year. They're dog shit. I don't know what can fix them at this point. Sign them up for some fucking therapy or whatever fucking bullshit. They're fucking bad. And that's just facts. But other games you got on right now, Auburn, Oklahoma tied at 10-10. There's like 20 seconds left on it here on my TV. Excuse me. But pretty good game so far. Ole Miss winning 23-3 against Tulane. Tulane's obviously one of those, Group 5 teams that, is pretty good, that they have a chance, to maybe make the playoffs this year. There's quite a bit of Group 5 teams you could make the case for. Tulane, Memphis, obviously South Florida, maybe UNLV. There's quite a few teams, that still, maybe make the playoff and win the Group of 5 title game. But Ole Miss is winning 23-3 right now. Michigan, Nebraska, another good game, 17-17. I think Bryce Underwood has looked pretty good so far. Dylan Raiola, he's looked okay. But that's a really good game. That's going to be, honestly, a dogfight in the second half. That's a really good game, 17-17. Purdue kind of surprised me a little bit. I know they're losing right now 28-13 to Notre Dame, which, by the way, that game is in a weather delay. And I'll get to the weather delay whole situation here in a second. But Purdue has kind of shocked me in this game. And I know, that Notre Dame, they had 2 chances against 2 ranked teams, Texas A&M and obviously Miami. But Purdue, surprisingly, has put up 13 points already, and it really is kind of shocking to me. Am I saying that Purdue's going to win? No. I think Notre Dame's going to handle them. But they've kind of shocked me in a way. They've put up 13 points, and I honestly didn't think they were even going to put up 10 by now in the game. So we'll see if they can sort of keep this surprising, performance going. But they've kind of shocked me a little bit. I don't think anybody was expecting Purdue to put up 13 points already. Not saying, that Notre Dame is all that good like, we all thought they would be. But I just didn't think Purdue would be doing as well as they have so far, even though they're losing right now. You also got Florida State winning 35-7 against Kent State. Not much of a shocker there. Another weather delay. And before I get to talking more about that, about the weather delay, is it just me, or does it feel like every week so far there's been about 2 or more games that have been in the weather delay? Is this season just going to be controlled by weather delay games? I'm curious. Is that just me, or has there been like several games each week that have been in the weather delay? Actually, it's fucking crazy. But Florida State's winning 35-7 against Kent State. Obviously, Tommy Castellanos got hurt. Obviously, I would never hope for any player to get hurt, even if Georgia's playing them. Even if the team, even if I hate them, I still will never wish for a player to get hurt. So obviously, hope he gets better. It looks like from his injury, because he was seen limping. Mike Norvell was talking to him. It don't seem like it's going to be that serious of an injury, but I don't know that. There's been several times where I've seen players limping, not that much, and it ends up being a serious injury. So we'll see what happens. I think it's an ankle injury. I don't know, but hoping that he, gets better. But they're winning 35-7. That's currently out of weather delay 2. Oregon's winning 31-7 right now against Oregon State. I can't really say I'm really shocked about this game either. I just don't think Oregon State's that well of a team. They haven't been that well of a team for who knows how long, honestly. And Oregon, I know Oregon hasn't faced, that great of, opponents recently, but they've looked pretty fucking good against just about everybody that they played. But nobody's going to really be watching Oregon until they face Penn State. That'll be really their first test, and that's when we'll really see if they're really for real or not. But they're winning 31-7 against Oregon State. Clemson, like we said, they're dog shit. They're losing actually, they lost 34-21, unless they just scored. I turned that off because I knew Clemson wasn't going to fucking come back. But they're dog shit. And North Carolina, how are you losing to USC? Or not USC, UCF. How the fuck are you losing to them? They're dog shit. But here's what I want to know. Where are the people that said Bill Belichick was going to be something special this year? Where the fuck are those people at? He is nothing special. He's a dog shit college football coach, a fucking phenomenal NFL coach. That's just facts. He has no idea what he's doing down there in North Carolina. Literally, their first game, they got ass fucked. And when I mean ass fucked, I mean literally look up the definition of ass fucked. That's what North Carolina got against TCU. I don't understand why people think this is some sort of phenomenal college football coach. He's a NFL coach. He is not a college football coach. Nobody can convince me otherwise. They're losing 13-3 right now against UCF. They're fucking terrible. And until they figure out that Lopez is not a good quarterback because he has no arm, they're not going to drive down the field hardly at all this season. He's a terrible fucking QB. And it's not because he's left-handed. That's not why. It's the fact that he ain't got no throwing arm. He's fucking dog shit. I don't understand. God. Fuck, man. Some of these people, man. But anyway, there's quite a few good games on right now. You also got Florida, Miami on later. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the second half. Some of these games, some of them going to be really good. Like I said, the Michigan-Nebraska game should be good. The Auburn-Oklahoma game, that's going to be really good. And then we'll have to wait later tonight for the Miami-Florida game. But we'll see what happens in the second half. Florida, you're going to be down bad after tonight.